Okay, for your Alexander Calder picture, you are either going to paint or draw with marker. You're repeating lines so that you're showing movement. And I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm going to cut it off in a little bit. But you can see I'm taking my time. Actually, I sped up the video a little bit, but I'm trying to be as careful as I can to make lines that show movement. And you can see that I did that. Mine looks a lot like a thumbprint. And I'm just repeating those lines. A lot of you came up with some really interesting patterns yesterday, and I want you to use your artistic voice to come up with your patterns that you worked on yesterday. And then I'm going to show you how to cut out some circles from squares. So I start out with a square, and you're going to use your primary colors, just like Calder did. But I'm going to cut out some squares. And then the way I cut out circles from squares, the easiest way I do it is that I cut off all the corners, all the sharp edges, and then I keep going around and around and around until I get rid of all the sharp edges. Now, if you just want to go ahead and trace circles, that's fine. Some people don't have circles to trace, but this is the way I've always taught kids how to do it. I cut off all the corners, and I keep cutting off all of the corners, all the sharp edges, around and around and around, and I keep getting circles. And then I'm just going to glue those down. And then I'm going to go back and I'm either going to paint if I'm using paints or marker if I'm using markers, and I'm going to emphasize those by painting around those circles. And I'm creating emphasis around those circles by outlining them. And that creates an emphasis. And you're just going to do that until you're all finished. And once it's all finished and dry, then you're going to upload it on Artsonia. And it's going to be called Blondie Calder. And that's where you're going to put it. And you have all class period to work on it today. And voila, you are finito.